Well, my friend, I walked through the corridors of power and combed through the streets of life, seeking for the greatest one who ever lived. And in all my search and findings, I have discovered without any shadow of doubt that Jesus Christ is the greatest model for life. Listen to me, friend. Jesus is not just the savior of this world. He is the greatest person who ever walked on this planet called Earth. And if you want a life of meaning, power, peace, and that of purpose, here are 7 traits his life you can model after. First, his identity. He didn't look for approval from people. No, he lived from God's approval, not for his, but for God's. You see, you are strongest when you know who you belong to. And Jesus knew who he belonged to. He knew he was by God, of God, in God, with God, and everything about God. So his identity is one reason why I say he's the greatest one who ever lived. Number 2, his compassion. Jesus didn't just preach, he cared. He touched the untouchable. Love is the greatest. Greatest is love. And Jesus used the unconditional love of God to express himself towards man. And hence, I believe he is one of the greatest, if not the greatest. But to my personal judgment and persuasion, he is the greatest who ever lived. Let's look at self-control. He had power, but he restrained it. He could have called angels, but he chose obedience. I remember when Peter cut off the ear of Marcus, he said to him, if I wanted, I would have prayed to my Father in heaven, and he would have discharged scores of legions of angels to my defense. He was a man of self-control. You see, strength is not just power. Strength is discipline, ability to have self-imposed rules and regulations when your feeling is poked and touched. Let's look at number 4, prayer. Jesus's prayer life. Jesus prayed when tired, when busy, when hurting. Prayer was his source, not an emergency button he just pressed. No, if the Son of God needed prayer, so do we. He prayed in the morning, he prayed in solitary places, he prayed in the temple, he prayed on top of the mountains, he prayed in the gardens. His lifestyle was prayer. He never took any decision without prayer. And this is one reason why I believe he is the greatest man who ever lived. Let's look at his courage. He confronted injustice and hypocrisy. He whipped in the temple. He rebuked people of power. He didn't fear opinions of others. Truth without fear is real leadership, and Jesus had it. Number 7, Jesus was a visionary leader. Jesus saw potential. He saw fishermen as apostles. He saw a cross as a pathway to resurrection. Look at people through God's lens and God's eyes, and not just your lens and others' lenses about them. And number 4, sacrifice. He didn't just talk love, he demonstrated it. You see, real leadership serves, real love gives. And I tell you, my friend, Jesus had these unique 7 traits. And that is why I tell you that Jesus is the greatest man that ever lived. Jesus did not just change the world, he models how you can equally change your wealth. My name is Opon Amwabing.